Drivers ready. On the tone, drivers. Pretty good start for Craig and Brian. A little bit of bumping and grinding behind them though. So Craig and Brian down the back straight. Craig in the orange, Brian in the green. Then we've got Doug Ball and Jarrod Heap duking it out for third. Jarrod takes over that spot. Doug to fourth. Mick in there in fifth. Jamie sixth. Thomas and Frank. Matt and Paul. Leaders down the straightaway. Just about 1 minute in.
5 minutes left.
There you have it, one down, 5 to go. Craig Roberts, our race leader in the bright orange, followed closely by Brian Bodine. Brian, one of our 2 international travelers this year, himself and Paul coming up from the United States of America. Great to have you guys here again. Leader's already coming through some traffic. Thank you, Matt. Huge gap now back to third, which is Jarrod Heap in the copper and black. And he's got Mick Szirmay behind him, so 2 different races on the track, really. One for the lead between Craig and Brian, and one for third between Jarrod and Mick. Brian Bodine has the fast lap of the race with a 12.1 back on lap 3. Craig at 12.2 on the same lap. It's tight up front. Brian looks inside, makes a nice clean
4
pass.
minutes left.
And we've got a new race leader for this lap. He was pressuring and he made it stick quite nicely. The leader's coming up on some traffic. Oh, good Lord. Coming up behind you, Doug. That's first and second. Okay. So 1 and 2 make it through. A little bit of clear track in front of them now, which is great. They're having a great battle here. Brian Bodine in the green car down the straight, green and white, and Craig in the orange right behind him. Third place is all the way back to Mick Szirmay now in the black, green, and white. Oh, and himself, Jarrod, and Frank. They're battling hard here for third, but these guys are almost a lap off the top pace here with Craig and Brian and Craig. 3 down, 3 to go, halfway.
3 minutes left.
Drivers, 3 minutes, 45 seconds down, 2:15 to go. The race, or the battle continues to rage at the front here between Brian and Craig. Oh, a mistake out of Craig. Little tap. Brian gains 2 corners of breathing space.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes go. Craig's gonna have to make a bit of a charge. Rick Bortolazzo holding down third spot now, but he's 8 seconds behind Craig. Check some lap times here. It was at 12.6 for Brian last time by 12.6 Craig. .12.5 this time, Brian. 12.4 Craig makes up a 10th. Minute and a half left. The difference between first and second is 2.3 seconds. And a couple of back markers between the two, and a full straightaway. So our leader, the white and green of Brian Bodine. Here Surry comes down the straight. Both of them 12.4 last time. Brian again 12.4. 12.6 from Craig. 2.5 seconds between the two with 1:05 left. These guys have been battling it out all weekend in World GT and Nitro. After a weekend like that, you almost don't care who wins, but you really want to win. 45 seconds to go. Third spot, Frank Bortolazzo still quite a few seconds behind Craig, about 9 seconds back now. Mick Szirmay in fourth, about 5 seconds behind Frank. And Mick's got his hands full with Jamie Surry, actually. That's a battle for fourth down the straightaway now. Mick in the green, white, black. Jamie in the yellow, orange, and black. So that's a good race there for fourth spot with 10 seconds left on the clock. Still 2.5 seconds between Brian and Craig. All right, finish your laps, drivers. So Brian Bodine's going to take the A main in World GT.
Car
Craig
6
finishes
is done.
up in
Car
second.
3 is done. Car 12
Frank
is done.
third.
Car 5 is done. Car 1 is done. Car 4 is done.